one of the means used by those who want to eliminate an adversary whom they fear and cannot fight fairly. In this case, I am considered inconvenient, both by the exponents of the Deep Church and the Bergoglian cabal, whose scandals and cover-ups I have denounced since the time of the McCarrick case, and I am equally inconvenient for the deep state. Even the recent Russian-Ukrainian crisis significantly refined the globalist elite, NATO, the American deep state, the European Union, the World Economic Forum, the entire media machine, and the Vatican, all align on the same side. If I must identify a breaking point on the ecclesial front, it definitely coincided with my denunciation of the network of complicity and the scandals of corrupt clergy and prelates, which Bergoglio has deliberately and obstinately sought to cover up. The Ukrainian crisis was deliberately provoked by the deep state in order to force the world to carry out the Great Reset reforms, in particular the so-called technological transition and the green shift. What should have been an operation of peace had been deliberately and culpably transformed into a war. Why? Why? For the simple reason that it was an excellent opportunity. First, it was an opportunity to artificially create a global energy crisis with which to force the transition to alternative energy sources, along with all the business this represents. Without a crisis, how could the increase in the price of gas and petrol be imposed as an instrument to force companies and individuals to make the famous ecological transition that no one has ever voted for and that has been imposed by bureaucrats who are enslaved by the elite? Second, the Russian-Ukrainian crisis is an opportunity in order to destroy, in a controlled and ruthless way, all the companies considered useless or harmful to the global economy of the multinational corporations. Millions of artisan companies, small businesses that make the nation of Europe unique, and Italy in particular, were forced to close because after the disasters caused by the lockdowns and all of this was planned by the European Union, taking orders from NATO, by means of sanctions that have repercussions on those who have imposed them. The cancellation of the traditional economy is not an unfortunate consequence of an unexpected conflict, but rather the premeditated criminal action of a global mafia, compared to which the traditional mafia seems like a beneficial partnership. The advantage of this subversive operation benefits the multinational corporations that can acquire companies and real estate at bankruptcy prices, and also the financial company that profit from loans to millions of new poor people. The food emergency is also in Klaus Schwab's script. It has begun for certain products in United States and Europe, and more generally for grain and cereal products in many nations in Africa and Asia. The energy and the food emergency, in addition to the war emergency, are always part of the disturbing scenarios that the World Economic Forum and the United Nations have described in great detail well in advance. When one day, not too far in the future, we hope, tribunals, judges, these criminals and their accomplices in the institution of almost all the Western nations, this document will constitute the proof of the premeditation of the greatest coup d'etat of all time.